day that I sat before a parole board 2 years ago, requesting and pleading for the opportunity to be free after serving 22 years. This day right here, March the 19th, I sat before a parole board on this date, and the parole board asked me, like, why should they release me from the Department of Correction for after serving 22 years for murder? And I explained to them, my dad was there, Dad, Charles Palmer, Pastor Morgan, and a guy named Nick Moore, who's a mentor of mine in the Department of Correction. We all sat there on that morning, March 19th, that's on a Wednesday 2 years ago, talking to the parole board, and it was nothing more gratifying, nothing more fulfilling than to hear the words, Mr. Lester Young, you have been granted parole after serving 22 years. And I made that commitment once, even before the parole board granted me my freedom. I made a commitment a long time ago to come and share this story with anyone who will listen. And as I said, we may not have a large crowd today, but we have a few youth that are here, and I appreciate you all coming. Hopefully what I say can be able to you can translate it to your friends, and hopefully it helps you in some form or fashion in your life. You know, and I appreciate you all taking the opportunity to come. That's why I said I can't waste this opportunity in sharing this message with you all. Today I wanted to talk about to the youth and even for the adults who are here, you know, that we can understand, so that you can understand, all of us understand the power of peer pressure. As an adult and even as a youth, we all were impacted or influenced by some form of peer pressure. For me, I was influenced in a negative way. And my peer pressure, my friends, my associates, my homies, my partners, we all were influenced to do a lot of negative things in our community that led me to making a lot of poor choices, and those poor choices hurt people, and it hurt me, it hurt my family, and it hurt so many people in my community. So I want you guys who are here, and the young sister that is here, I want you all to really understand what is the power of peer pressure. You know, as you growing up as a young female, and for you young brothers, man, you growing up, you face this every day, I'm pretty sure, am I right? You face this every day. You face this about how you wear your hair, what kind of shoes you have on, what decisions you make as far as your sports, what decision you make as far as what you're going to do in school, how you're going to perform in school. I remember some years ago when I look back at peer pressure, why I put positive and negative impact, because peer pressure can be good or bad. You know, I had a group of people in my life that was positive, that encouraged me to do well. And then I had a group of people on my other side that encouraged me to do wrong. All of us started like we acted like, and we ended up making a lot of bad choices. So I want to ask you guys, like I said, you know, what is peer pressure? To the youth that are here, to the young people here, what is peer pressure? What is your definition of peer pressure? When it says out of the three of you, according to the statistics, one of you going to end up facing some type of county jail facility, some youthful offender, a sentence. How y'all change that? People you hang with, your decisions. What are you allowed to come in their head every day, bro? What are you listening to every day? What are you doing every day? Are you working on your goals? Are you trying to do something to get validation from someone who will say he's your home or your friend? But when stuff hit the fan, they walk away. And the only one you have is your mother to stand with you. But you did everything to reject her, but did everything to gain the love of a friend, a so-called friend. I've come to realize, man, that your friend is defined not by, man, what they say, man, but how loyal they stand to helping you reach your goals in life, man. You understand that? But this right here, man, I saw this one time on Facebook. You see these three guys right here? Man, this right here was hurtful. Why? Because this young guy went to prison, the little young guy with the collar on his neck. He went to prison for something simple. Something simple. But these two guys right here, they're gang members. And because this little guy right here did not have the prison creds. You know, in prison, a lot of people, you know, in prison. Last person, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Basketball player.
A basketball player. All right. Well, I'm glad y'all ain't say y'all want to be this. You understand? This is all the negative right here. See, all this can get in the way of what y'all striving to do right here. Be very careful as y'all have Satan's goals for yourselves. Be very careful of the people you select in your life right now. Be very selective in your boyfriend that you choose. Be selective in the girls that you hang out with. Same as with you. Be very, y'all three, very selective in who you bring into your inner circle. You know, like minds think alike. You have to surround yourself with those who share the same values that you share. If you see someone representing something totally different than what you're striving to do, what you have to do, you got to walk away from it. But that's why I said you have to have a level of confidence within yourself to walk away from it. You understand that? I didn't have that confidence. I'll be honest with you. 16, I didn't have the confidence you guys had. What you say, Pops? I didn't, right? I didn't have that confidence. I couldn't walk with you like, just needed that. My dad right here, he couldn't pull me into even a small little group like this here to sit down and talk to people about, or listen to somebody else talk about prison or talk about graduating from high school. That was something I would rebel against my dad with to the fullest. But you young men, y'all came in here with the intentions of gaining something from it. And I'm just telling you that this is an example, as I said, perfect example of positive peer pressure. This is it. Because to be able to graduate from high school or college requires people in your lives to walk with you and carry you to that particular destiny of your life right there. You understand that? Graduating from high school and going to becoming or whatever you want to become requires positive influence in your life on a daily basis. That's what it looks like right there. Success. Accomplishing that goal, man, that most people in your family may never even had an opportunity to do, that's graduate from high school. Going back again to our Afro-American communities, some of us, man, we still are cursed by the generational curse of education. We don't graduate from high school. And better yet, we don't graduate from college. We don't go on to do anything really productive. We become laborers of our community. We get minimum wage jobs and we continue those minimum wage jobs. In closing, we're going to just cover these, what I call the habits of success as a teen. There's I call like 6 habits that I've looked at that I believe if you develop these 6 habits in your life, I think that these habits will assist you in being more productive in your life as you're moving forward. Habit 1. Before I go to, everybody know what a habit is, right? It's doing something consistently. It says it takes 40 days, it takes 7 days to develop a habit. It takes 40 days to break a habit. But I believe that sometimes it's longer than that. But a habit, it takes at least 7 days to develop a good habit. But habit 1, be careful of who you call a friend, homie, and spend most of your time listening to. That's habit 1 of being a success, being as I said, a successful teen is being very careful of who you listen to.